Today on the channel, we're diving back to the Masterverse, part of the new Eternia line for Roboto and King Randor.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another new Eternia Masterverse, Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today, we got two stalwarts of the Masters of the Universe landscape in Roboto and King Randor. But for all your King Randor and Roboto needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, anything over $79. Does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We got to go humans over robots. That's just a rule we've had here on the channel for a long, long time. So we're going to start in with King Randor. Pretty cool to get a King Randor figure. We've got him a few times as of late in the Origin style a couple of times. Obviously, going back to the Classics days, we got him there. But cool to get him in the Masterverse for the first time as well. So we'll see what happens with this one out of the package. It looks like we might have multiple looks. We'll see what happens on that. But you got new Eternia, you got Masterverse up top. 30 points of articulation. Mattel logo, of course, was it 6 and up on this one. 6 and up for those keeping track at home. Got the King Randor fighting off a beast there. Of course, on the side, you got Queen Marlena. Oh, shout out to Marlena. Of course, I believe the Wallflowers wrote a song about her back in the 90s. 90s, right? 3 Marlenas. I think that was about Queen Marlena, if I'm not mistaken. And all of her different roles. Of course, as a human, an astronaut, and then finally a queen and mother of He-Man, as we know. But maybe we'll get her in the new Eternia line eventually. And then we got King Randor rocking his double looks there. Is he wearing a wig? Is that what's going on? Male pattern baldness. It sleeps for no one. It can even get you, even if you're a king, if you're not careful. But I picture him all the time with hair, not bald. So definitely a wild look for Randor down there. But we'll see what happens when we get him out of the package. On the back, beautiful glamour shots going on. Always the Easter eggs kind of going on in the background as well. Cross cell down below, as we can see there. And then a couple of action shots. Let's see what it says about our old friend King Randor. And very interesting, only 3 people in the set. We did unbox Beastman already, so check out that video if you missed it. King Randor, heroic ruler of Eternia. King Randor leads his royal forces across New Eternia, searching for the lost power of Grayskull and spreading good across the planet, earning him the nickname, the King of Broad. Okay, the King of Broads is what he is at the end of the day. Always a ladies' man to the end is old King Randor. See you later. Packaging, goodbye. Can I get this out? Oh, we got a little baggy action. Little baggy action. It looks like we got a few little accessories on the side. See you later. Goodbye. And then I like it. Look at this. Very old school Hasbro G.I. Joe-like. You got the Masters Universe blue little baggie going on here with all the accessories. I guess that's it right there. That's all she wrote. See you later. Goodbye. And we get the old plastic prison looking good. And oh no, we got tape on the cape. Nobody likes tape on the cape. Let me tell you that. Oh, rip it off right there. There it is. All right. Plastic prison. Got to get the scissors out. He's got twist ties for days. He's going to make Todd from the couch blush. He's got that many twist ties going down. We got the arms locked down. We got the legs, the ankles. Oh, it gets just crazy. This is the year of the twist tie, though. Todd McFarlane, it was in the prophecies. He said, I was foretold in the scrolls of ancient text from Nostradamus, I believe is what Todd McFarlane told me last year. And so far, he's right on. We've got more twist ties this year than I can ever remember. It could be a double twist tie year. We'll see what it nets out at the end of the year, of course, when we weigh all the twist ties again. And we're going to pull Randor out. Jeez, there we go. See you later. In the sky, look at that. And oh, it's Bald Randor. Watch out for Bald Randor. We'll get to him in a second here. But let's look at these accessories first. We do get 2 weapons, kind of. We do get a staff right here, a little scepter there. Got a little jewel in there. Got a little crown on the top. But that crown, extra pokey. he'll poke you with it if you're not careful, all in a nice kind of glossening plastic bronzish gold color here, looking very nice. Then you do get his Sword of Doom. He's ready to take it to the streets if he needs to. No weapons, no guns for him. He's going straight with the sword. Got that jewel locked in there as well. Nice silver blade here. Now you can combine these two. It's like young Power Rangers. Just putting the Zords together is what you're doing. But he can be two-fisting it if you want to. Choose your own King Randor weapon adventure if you want to. But now, diving into the figure itself, and really kind of three heads in some ways with the different helmets. So straight out of the package, you do get his very regal crown here, looking like something out of like Knights of the Round Table too. It almost looks like his crown is like a castle. Got some of those jewels going on, same gold color there. Of course, straight removable, so you want to take this off, you can do that. And if you do take that off, then you get old King Randor bald. He looks wild bald. I just don't think of him as a bald guy. Maybe you do, but I sure as heck don't. Looks very interesting. Of course, got the long bushy beard. Got a little gray in that beard as well. Not too bad, though. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Playing those human hits, even if he isn't technically human, but he'll marry one. He'll marry a human. Why? Just dare him to. He'll do it. But looking interesting, but a very plain Jane, bald-headed, bearded guy. This could be almost anybody on YouTube. This could be anybody walking at your local mall. This would be a great custom fodder for somebody wanting to make a figure of themselves, I do believe. But then you get the third, we won't call it head, but head accessory. It's the full-on hair with the traditional crown. He's going full-on Burger King right here. He's going to get that old-school chicken sandwich, and that's what I get at Burger King. I don't get to go to Burger King very often. And it's wild, the decline of Burger King. We remember back in the kids, when I was an 80, when I was 80 as a kid, when I was a kid in the 80s, we all remember Burger King. We still remember it now, but man, back then, it was something special. It was like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Now it really seems to go McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King in the national chains. Not talking about taste, but in the top of mind. And Burger King really failing in my area, of course. But this looks like the Burger King. But I was always a fan of that original chicken sandwich, the kind of long chicken sandwich. That's what I'd always get at Burger King. I always got that. I never got the burgers. I don't think I've ever had a burger at Burger King, which is very mind-blowing, of course. But that's what I always went for. I always went for that old-school chicken sandwich. And I remember back in my college heavy lifting days, I would get 4 of those sandwiches after a workout. Yes, 4 Burger King chicken sandwiches. You got to put those calories back in your body after just depleting it, lifting heavy and stuff. So the more you know, working out, of course, a great time. But I do like this head sculpt better. This is what I think of when I think of King Randor for sure. Looking very nice, got the long hair going on. But pretty cool, really. 3 different ways you can display him, 3 different looks. And if you're a hardcore Randor fan, you got to get 3 of these, at least. Maybe 4. Get 1 mint on card if you want to. But looking very nice right here. You got the very ornate cape. Lando Calrissian would love this blue cape right here. Looking very nice, soft goods. Of course, got a little hook right over in the front. Kind of gets in the way, so you might hit that with a hairdryer, get that put down a little bit. Got the big cross on his chest, some of that battle armor. You got the whole armor on the side right here, so I guess he uses that kind of as a shield and uses his weapon over here is how he does it. But instead of carrying a shield, you just kind of wear one, I guess is his goal right there. Got the big old loincloth there. Of course, he's got the King title. Very similar to a King Haku or a King Hacksaw Jim Duggan back in the day. Yeah, that's his crown right there, that title belt. Got a little wrist guard over here, of course. Got the arm here in a red shirt. Got the orange pants going on. Got the big old boots. Got the Darren Dutch Dalton shin guards here. Philadelphia Phillies legend Darren Dalton rocking it down here. You know I'm here for that. Looking very good with the boots right here. Arm's going to go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbow, very tight. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation, of course. You do get those big old splits if you do need them. Legs do go up. Thigh cut. Drop down hips on this one as well. Double jointed, pinless knees. Boot cut, ankles back and forth, up and down. The usual articulation there. And you can take off his whole vest here, it looks like here. So it just does unplug on the side. So a little extra differences you can make on this one if you want. So really a customizable figure. On the surface doesn't feel or look like it would be that way, but there's a lot of meat on the bone for this one here. You can also take these shin guards off apparently if you want to as well. So a lot of choose your own adventure with old King Randor if that is your thing. I kind of like him displayed like this. I think this is probably how he's going to sit in my collection. But there he is, old King Randor, which leads us to a robot with a heart of gold, or maybe a bad heart of gold here, because I believe this is bad guy Roboto. I didn't know that was technically really a thing, but that's kind of how he's listed here, it looks like. But we got Roboto in the package here. Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, of course, named after good friend of the channel, Dennis DeYoung. Told the story many years ago about my dad and I seeing Dennis DeYoung at the airport. Somebody fact check it, not sure if that was true, but it was a heck of a story. A heck of a story. Shout out to old Styx member Dennis DeYoung. Haven't been with the band for a long time, but boy, he wants back in. He wants back in. He told my dad that. He goes, man, if those guys would just have me back. But they said, come sail away, is what they told him. But Mr. Roboto looking very good right here. New Eternia, Masterverse, 30 points of articulation, 6 and up. Skeletor commanding from a distance right there. You don't get too close to a robot. We all know that. On the side, little glamour shots ×2. On the back, got the cross-sell unboxing all these, of course. Glamour shots, got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a dash of the other. Let's see what it says about Roboto, the Mechanical Warrior. Skeletor stole away with Man-at-Arms' latest creation, Roboto. Using his diabolical havoc magic, Skeletor reprograms the artificial intelligence to do his evil building, and we better watch out for that. That AI, it's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing, old AI. We're going to get all of his accessories out, maybe. See you later. Is there anything in here? What are we doing? There we go. We got much on the side, a few little things here. See you later, goodbye. Red this time, so I guess blue is good, red is bad. I like to use Roboto as a good guy, though. I don't like him as a bad guy, but man, here we are once again. See you later. Goodbye. Got the old plastic prison. And of course, got the twist ties locked in there. Locked in there good, and of course, got to collect all these twist ties. We're saving them up. We're going to run that contest 2 years in a row. How many twist ties can we get going? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year. As I said earlier, it's an all-timer year for twist ties. The teams are doubling down over at McFarlane Toys. And why not Mattel, too? There we go, Roboto. Roboto, come on. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Let's get down to business. Let's see what's going on with old Roboto here in the new Eternia. Going to look at some of these accessories here first. So we do got a little bit of a little clamper right here. You got a little bit of arm here, so he can grab that remote control from a distance if he needs to. You do got articulation there. Looking very, very nice. Feeling good. We do get this little saw here. It does spin like a fan. So, boy, he comes at you just chopping you away. He can do your yard work if you need to. But we got that all in gray. But I do like that it is movable here. A little wheel there. Then we do get a weapon here, a little blaster gun. You got the pumps in here. Looking very, very good. Going to be blasting away as another arm. Of course, these are all traditional arms you can plug in. Then we get a second face mask. So once again, like Randor with the different hair pieces, different crown pieces, you got a different mask here. So you can choose your own adventure. Do you like a more traditional Roboto mask or the newer one? It is up to you. You do get to choose your own adventure, but very cool looking figure here. Of course, cool thing about Roboto, going back to his original figure, is to get to see all the guts inside of his chest. And once again, you can see that here. And you got a little spinning wheel on his back, like a backpack. You just turn that thing around, and you can see all those gears moving inside. Very, very cool. Very primitive, but very awesome all these years later. They started doing this in the 80s, and here we are in 2025, still just as cool. Love, love the translucent plastic there. Or I guess I should call it clear plastic is really what it is. But I do love to be able to see the guts there in his chest. I think that looks very, very cool. But the head sculpt on this one, very creepy, as you can see the eyes back behind there. So that is pretty wild. You can see his mechanical brain. Once again, the clear plastic up there. Blue visor. And then you get the mouth that does move. And oh my gosh, behind that mouth looks like we got actual like teeth and stuff going on. Can I get this off? There we go. Getting it out. It's in there very tight, that mask. Oh my gosh. Can I get this off without breaking it? What are we doing? There we go. Hard to get off and on, which I guess is good. But boy, you take that off, you get a straight up jaw. You got some robot teeth, because robots are eating stuff all the time. They're eating like gears, like popcorn. Little gears and screws and nails, I guess. But very nightmare fuel as far as the face goes with those teeth behind there. So very cool, though, I will say. Would be cool if that mouth actually opened up, but it does not. But you can switch the mouth guards on here depending how you want it with your Roboto. Looking very nice there. Very mechanical-like in the arm. Got that traditional blue with some wires going on. Got the forearm guards there. You got two gripping hands here. Of course, you just remove those hands and you pop these in if you want to. Always nice to be able to do that. And it looks like you can pop... Oh, no, I thought maybe they'd pop into the back, but it does not seem to be the case. Would be nice if we could store all these parts on the figure, but it doesn't look like you can do that, unfortunately. That's more of a trap jaw thing, I guess, is what we'll say. But looking good as far as that goes. He does got his nice kind of maroonish diaper here against the red leg, so a little bit of blending of the colors going clear to maroon to red. Got the big shin guards once again, and once again, Darren Dutch Dalton. Dalton getting a huge push here, of course. Died of cancer many years ago. One of my favorites back in the day was Darren Dalton, and we're getting his shin guards here. Terry Steinbach better watch out. He's going to be losing some royalty checks if he's not mistaken or not careful. But looking good right there. Got the big boots down here in silver as well. Arms go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Hands removable. Back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. You do get the wheel in the back, of course, to make the gears go if you want to. Drop down hips on this guy, just like we saw with Randor. Thigh cut on him. Double jointed pinless knees. Boot cut. Ankles back and forth, side to side. All of the usual articulation right here with Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, looking very good. And he does also fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. So looking pretty cool here with King Randor. Looking very nice. I did got the Roboto we got last time. This was from the Netflix series, of course. Not terrible, not the best ever. I definitely prefer the new Eternia version. This is what I think of more with a Roboto. I like this one for what it is, but this one definitely takes the cake. But I think I like King Randor the most out of these three here. Just something about King Randor, something about a king looking pretty cool. And of course the whole backstory of the He-Man and all that kind of stuff, being He-Man's dad, you name it. Or Prince Adam's dad, I should say technically. Just a lot of fun to get this one here in the line. And bring on Queen Marlena and the three Marlenas with the wallflowers as well while we're at it. So there it is, a little new Eternia unboxing. Any thoughts from you guys on these guys? Anybody going to pick these ones up? Did you pick up the old Roboto, or are you going to get the new one? How about King Randor? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. Even more content for you on Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You can find me on TikTok still. How about that? SirPaul64 over on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So, for a little new Eternia Masterverse, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.